Hello everyone, welcome to this demo walkthrough. So in this video I'll be giving a quick tour of the key platform environments that we are currently working with. So all of these platforms, right, together they form the backbone of our infrastructure and the AI capabilities. In this video I'll be covering on the OpenShift console, Rafe environment, the IBM Software Hub or Cloud Pak for data, and the watsonx Orchestrate web console. So currently what I have on my screen is a OpenShift console, Red Hat OpenShift console. As we can see, I have logged in to we are using OpenShift as a primary container orchestration platform. So all of the core workloads, the pods, the jobs, whichever thing whichever service is required, right, for the installation and the automation, it will be deployed in OpenShift only. So the core things that, or the main things that we'll be using here is, right, maybe I can just highlight some of them. So we can see the option of storage here, right? If we go to explore the storage option, if we go under the storage classes, right, we could see the ODF storage classes installed over here. I'll cover this part again further also when talking about the ODF installation. Then we can see the build over here, so which refers to the section where we can create the images or the containerized images here in OpenShift's internal registry itself, which we are using for the automating purpose for both ODF and Orchestrate. So here is the build config, then the builds that we run, and then image stream, one of the components for creating the image. So that's where we see this. Then we have user management and administration over here to set up some cluster settings, namespaces, projects, right? We have the user management to provide access to the users at different user level, group level. Then we can create the service accounts. We can create roles and role bindings and associate them with those service accounts. So this is pretty much about the OpenShift at a high level and what the service which we are using from OpenShift. So moving on to the second environment, right, which is Rafe. Let me just go there. So this is the Rafe console. Let me just log in to it. So I logged into the Rafe environment. This is how I can just go inside that project, this one specifically. Yeah. So Rafe basically, right, it's a Kubernetes operations and automation platform, right? This is helping us simplify the management of the Kubernetes clusters across multiple environments actually. And so basically here we get a centralized visibility and control over all of our Kubernetes clusters. So as we can see, right, this is the Rafe console. We are currently in the infrastructure pane of it and the cluster section. So this is the infrastructure pane and then the cluster. So we could see there is this cluster which is appearing here. This is the OpenShift cluster, the OpenShift console that I showed, right? So the same OpenShift cluster, I've imported it here in Rafe. So using Rafe, we can manage the OpenShift cluster from here. So it is basically acting as a kind of abstraction to ease out the management of the OpenShift cluster from here. So this is how it is appearing here, and we are leveraging environment manager utility to automate the process. So here if we see in the left hand side panel the environments, this environment manager we are using. So we are making use of config context to store our secrets, credentials here, then using workflow handlers to run our scripts to create a containerized environment which will create a pod in the OpenShift to run the scripts in a containerized pod. Then we are using resource templates, environment templates, and finally the environment which will enable us triggering the installation. So yeah, that's all what we are using here for Orchestrate installation. Other than this, for the ODF installation, we are using the workloads option for now. If I go to the application section and then the workloads, right, we can create a new workload from here, and that workload, right, that workload will be containing the script or the YAML file, and I mean the configuration, right, which will enable the automation for the ODF installation. So once that is set up completely, we can see the storage classes in the storage and then storage classes section. So these four things, right, the block storage, the file storage, and the other classes we see, right, this is all configured once the ODF installation was completed successfully. Next we can have a look for the of the IBM software hub, which is also called as, we can say it as IBM Cloud Pak for Data environment. So how we get to access this is, once the Orchestrate installation is complete, right, so it is a part of Orchestrate installation. So maybe I can tell a brief about what this is. So IBM Software Hub, it is a centralized platform, we can say. It provides us access to all the IBM portfolio of the different software products and the solutions. Including Orchestrate installation is complete, right, we can run a command in the OpenShift to get to the URL of Software Hub, the URL which I'm highlighting currently, OC get route for this one. And I will get a URL. I pasted the URL here. I can try logging into it. We'll continue over here. Yeah, and I am into the IBM Software Hub console. You can see watsonx Assistant and watsonx Orchestrate, these applications over here. And yeah, this is the IBM Software Hub control plane. From here we can get to manage our access to the environment and to these softwares. If I go here to this section, I can switch between the IBM Software Hub and Cloud Pak for Data. So if I want to provision a service instance, I can go to Cloud Pak for Data, and it will provide me the option that I can provision an instance. I can go here in the services section and I will see the services catalog. You can see all the IBM software products listed over here, right? The ones which we have installed will be ready to provision for us. So as one of the I've already provisioned a Orchestrate instance, right? If you want to provision, I can just go on that and just click to create a service instance. So Orchestrate I've already provisioned. I want to launch it, I can just launch it from here. Can go to the instance option also. So first we went to the service catalog, now I can go to the instance option, which is already provisioned. If I go here to the particular instance, and then I can go to open option to launch the instance. This will take us to the watsonx. So this has taken us to the watsonx Orchestrate web console over here. This is how it will look like. This is the profile menu. And so Orchestrate, watsonx Orchestrate, right? So as we know, it's a AI powered automation platform which will enable us to build and deploy AI agents, AI assistants, digital assistants, which can automate any complex or multi-step business workflow. So that's where we are. I can show the options. So we can use this to create the agents. The agents will be listed over here. like this. For now there is only one default one, but once we create the agents they will be listed over here. We can go to create new agents or manage new agents like this from these options. Yeah, we can create from scratch or a template, right? So that's what we can explore on from here. Also, if I go to the left hand side panel, then it will give me option to go to the chat where we were currently, then to discover on the some default available agents, then build new agents, analyze option uh, to to monitor the analytics of some already built agents, and then to manage the agents, the connections and all. So yeah, this is all about it, and a quick tour to all of the four key platforms that we have been working through. Thank you.